Let's get into the meat, though, the tender, the juicy meat of tonight's episode of the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, the NFL Week 6 Extra Juicy Dogs. Ho, 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 ho.
What was that a Chihuahua? What kind of dogs are in
Hey, hey,
Romania?
hey,
What kind of dogs are in
hey.
Romania? I don't
That
even
was an
know.
ankle biter. That was an ankle
Jeez.
biter.
Bite
That was
that
an ankle
Achilles.
biter.
Bite that Achilles out 8 months. 8 months. That's a big injury.
Losing Achilles left and right these days.
Aaron Rodgers would know about that one. Now that since we were just talking about the Jets.
The Extra Juicy Dogs is we're going to give you each a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end that you can fire up in your fantasy lineups. Maybe it's a smash play because of the defense. Maybe it's a guy later in the rankings on your bench that you can feel confident in putting in your flex. Max, start us off with your week 6 quarterback for the Extra Juicy Dogs.
Oh, I will be happy to lead it off, Cole Breezy. Okay, this is not going to be a big surprise. Okay, I got Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins at Carolina.
Yep.
Carolina is ranked 28th against the quarterback. Okay, last week, in case we did not see Thursday Night Football, everybody, Kirk Cousins had 509 passing yards. 509. 42 out of 58 attempts. He better put some ice on that shoulder, Cole Breezy. I'll tell you right now, that shoulder's got to be sore. Is he in the MLB playoffs or is he playing football? Unreal. Unfreaking real. He had 4 touchdowns. That's 39 fantasy points. Now, this is what everyone was waiting for, right? Okay, as soon as he got traded, right? They traded him, or did he sign? I forgot.
He signed.
He signed. Okay,
Free agent.
but
Free agent.
as free agent, as soon as he signed with Atlanta, they're like, "Oh, this is the piece that Atlanta needed." Right now, that he is finally showed everyone here in the fantasy world, that hey, I got weapons. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. He's being swooped up in fantasy leagues, right? Every fantasy league, he's being swooped up. If he's available, you better scoop him up right now. And depending on who's your quarterback, you start him this week. What do you think, boys? What do you think?
Yeah, coming off a franchise record for the Falcons, over 500 fucking yards. Going against the Panthers on a couple extra days rest because that game was on Thursday. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, you can fire him up this week. Triple, give us your Extra Juicy Dog for week 6.
Hey, we got Joe Burrow here in the
Ooh.
house. Joe Burrow, baby, put up 40-something points last week. So hey,
Yeah.
5 tutties.
5 tutties.
He's gonna just do the same thing. Giants suck, so
Yep.
we're gonna keep doing it. Bengals, don't sleep on them.
Oh,
1-4. 1-4, Triple.
we'll talk.
Who did they play?
Yeah.
Giants. I mean,
We'll talk about the Bengals a little bit more later, but yeah, Joe Burrow 5 tutties last week. You could fire him up, no doubt about it.
Definitely. He's back. He looked like he's back, even with that stupid Slim Shady haircut. Hopefully hopefully that's out of his head. Like literally out of his head. Yeah. Jesus, Louise.
He looks healthy. He looks healthy.
He looks good. He looks good.
My extra juicy dog at the quarterback position for week 6 is my guy Jaden Daniels at Baltimore. He's the quarterback 2 on the season. Guys, I drafted him in the 12th round, quarterback 13. If you got Jaden Daniels, he's one of the bigger steals. Quarterback 13 off the board. Now through the first 4 games, so yeah, he's played 5, but I'm going back 1. Okay, the last one wasn't the best, but I'm going back to the first 4 games. He had the best completion percentage ever for a rookie through their first 4 games. Best completion percentage ever for a rookie through their first 4 games. And the best completion percentage ever for any player through the first 4 games of any season. Tom Brady had the record in 2007. I know you're going to ask how many. I know you're going to ask how many.
18 passes.
He's currently, after 5 weeks, he's 15th in the NFL in completions, and he has the same number of attempts as Josh Allen and more than Derek Carr, who we were all juicing about Derek Carr. He has more attempts than Derek Carr and the same number as Josh Allen. Jaden Daniels currently leads the NFL in completion percentage at 77.1%.
Damn.
That's damn solid.
Mm-hmm.
Through 4 games, going back to that 4-game mark again, Washington had more scoring drives than Daniels had incompletions. Washington scored 23 times. Daniels only had 19 incompletions through those first 4 games. My goodness. And this is the Washington Football Queefs' first 4-1 start since 2008. They're 4-1. They're
Amazing.
4-1.
They look great. They look really, really good. Unreal. We've been joking around, Cole Breezy, calling them the Washington Football Queeps for years now. But finally, we might need to retire that and go over to the
Right.
Las Vegas Football Queeps, or
Nice. Yeah, I like that. I like.
or the Las Vegas Hookers. Las Vegas, yeah, yeah. So we'll think of something. We'll think Las Vegas prostitutes. Las Vegas. Uh, VD, Las Vegas VD.
I like it. But Washington, they're a touchdown underdog on the road. They're going to need a lot from Jaden Daniels on the ground, through the air. This game has a 51.5 point over under. That's the second highest on the week. Going to be a lot of points here. And Baltimore might be surprised, but they're 29th against the quarterback position in fantasy football.
Wow.
Jaden Daniels, he's my rookie of the year. He's going to. Oh, you're surprised by that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm very
Jaden Daniels, my rookie of the year. You can fire him up in week 6. You got somebody else, rookie of the year?
Uh, nope, nope,
No.
nope.
Max, give me your thoughts on Jaden Daniels, and then give me your running back.
Steal, you already said it, Cobras. Yes, steal. An unbelievable steal. You had him high on your draft board. I should have listened. I should have thought about it. I was too, I got to stop being too high on my freaking Chicago Bears. All right. I have to. I was so
year.
excited about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams doesn't look bad.
Bears.
Yeah, go Bears. Go Bears. All
Go
right.
Bears.
All right. We're
Go
just
Bears.
fans. We're fans. We're fans.
Bears.
Damn it. Okay. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Okay, with all the weapons. Okay, anyway, we're not talking about the Bears here.
We know about the Bears.
Washington looks great. Boys, I have a quick question for you since we're on the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, once again, looks fantastic. Brian Robinson Jr. having an outstanding season, had 2 touchdowns last week, only 7 attempts and 18 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns, and he could have had a third, but they were blowing out. I don't even know who they were playing. They were blowing him out. It doesn't even freaking matter. So he sat. Do you start him against a Ravens defense that is ranked 4th against the run? And the Ravens are holding opponents to 60 rushing yards a game.
That's a tough, excuse me, that's a tough start. Always depends on your other options. I know you got good other options. So you're probably sitting them. But with all these injuries out here, you probably got to start him if you got Brian Robinson. I know you got good options at the position, but you probably got to start him. You firing up Brian Robinson?
Let's start that baby up.
Yeah.
Let's get him going.
All right.
Maxie, give us your extra juicy dog at the running back position for week 6.
All right, boys. Hey, let's stay on this wagon of the New York Jets. I got Breece Hall. We are not talking enough about Breece Hall. He's taken on Buffalo. And I know right now you're like, oh, geez, Buffalo, a divisional matchup. Oh, geez, this is going to be a tight one. Buffalo's ranked 32nd, dead last against the run. Dead last. You kidding me? They just fired their coach. It's time to get fired up, right? Now, let's hear the last 2 weeks that Breece Hall had. 2.8 fantasy points and 5.2 fantasy points. I know everyone's freaking out, okay, because you definitely drafted this guy, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd overall, maybe, top 5 for sure. But this is where it's time to get back on track and do what they do best, and that's actually rushing the ball. Okay, that's what they've always done, is rushing the ball, and they use their backs for passing opportunities. Okay, they have to get back to the run, because these Buffalo Bills, if they don't get back to the run, the Buffalo Bills are going to run away with the division, boys. That's all I got to say.
I like Breece Hall. I'm going to see what kind of activity change he's going to get with the new coaching change. He was a top 5 pick overall in fantasy, a keeper in our league, so you definitely need Breece Hall to get going. Trippel, give us your extra juicy dog at the running back position for week 6.
So, ironically, I have Breece Hall on my fantasy team, and I have DeAndre Swift.
Oh.
So, I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. That dude is going to run the ball more and more this coming weeks. I think Caleb and the offensive coordinator got their mojo going. The Bears can't do shit when Caleb is forced to throw 50 times. I think we saw a little glimpse of that when the Bears played against Carolina Panthers last week.
Mm-hmm.
Once DeAndre Swift gets going, Caleb gets going. So we're going to go with Swift. But I'm surprised you said Breece Hall. I don't know about that one.
Man, oh man, disrespect to one of your guys on your team. My goodness gracious.
Brees has to get going for sure. DeAndre Swift, yeah, he's picking up too, and against the Panthers, yeah, I like that pick. But I will say Roshan Johnson, he's vulturing tutties. 2 last week and 1 the week before. He's vulturing tutties at the goal line. He's getting in there. So Swift could be having a lot bigger days, but I think Roshan Johnson's still going to be mixed in for sure.
Yeah.
My extra juicy dog at the running back position for week 6 is going to be Detroit Lion Jahmyr Gibbs at Dallas. He coming off a bye week, boys. He's the running back 7 in points per game. Double-digit carries in all 4 games, but has 0 receptions over the last 2 games after having 11 in their first 2 games. So I think he's going to get back in the passing game in this one. Detroit, they're 3-point favorites in Dallas with a 52.5-point over-under. That is the highest on the week. This is the game you want to have on your TV in the afternoon, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas, they're 29th against the running back position in fantasy, allowing 135 rushing yards per game. The Cowboys have allowed 8 rushing touchdowns this season. That is tied for second most in the NFL. And damn it, they're going to allow another one here, probably to Montgomery also. But Jahmyr Gibbs, my buddy, Mr. Tutty,
baby.
in Dallas. You boys must be too nervous to guarantee anything tonight. But Jahmyr Gibbs getting in the end zone in Dallas. Max, take it over.
I mean, good pick. Okay, Jahmyr Gibbs is out as a stud. All right, I got nothing really more to say about that. I think it's going to be a lot of points in this game. I really do think so. I think both defenses are not doing well this year. Okay, even Dallas, because hey, once again, Dan Quinn's gone. Dan Quinn's gone, running those Commanders.
4-1.
How about it? How about it? I know that the Cowboys miss him, but it's going to be a fun game. A good pick on Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah.
Who is your extra juicy dog at the wide receiver, Maxie?
Oh, baby. I am staying in this game, though, Cole Breeze. I got to go with my dog, C.D. Lamb. Let's go. C.D. Lamb on my fantasy team.
Gun bumping.
So, C.D. Lamb going up against Detroit. Detroit is ranked 29th against the pass. Okay. Let's, boys, I'm going to toss out these fantasy football stats, and you tell me what you see here. Okay. So, The past 4 games, 20 fantasy points, 6.7, 23.1 fantasy points, 8.9 fantasy points. Do we see a trend? Do we see a trend there? It's like
hot and cold.
It's like weaving a basket. All right. This week where CD is out on that weave, right? And he's running over the field, putting up the numbers that everyone expects him to. And damn it, Dak Prescott, will you just throw freaking CD Lamb the damn ball? Will you stop throwing it to Jalen Tolbert? Who the hell is that guy anyway? Give it to CD Lamb. Both of you guys, stop bumping your gums. Go to the same dentist if you had to. Damn it, why do we keep bringing up dentist? I should bring out my insurance card. Okay, I'll bring up my insurance card. I'll pay for it. Damn it, go get some braces or something. Straighten your teeth. That's it. Get it together, guys. But this is the week where CD Lamb not only is going to have a field day against Detroit, but you better believe you'll see him in the end zone. My buddy, Mr. Tutty, CD Lamb.
Wow, I like it. CD definitely has some pearly whites, so I think he's been brushing in the morning and night for sure. But
I thought he wears a grill. I
think you're right. That's why they're so shiny. But he's definitely bumping his gums again at Dak on the sideline. It doesn't look good. Dak, $60 million man, so he's got to figure it out too. Yeah. Triple anything on CD and give us your wide receiver.
Wow. Well, I'm surprised by you thinking the Cowboys just gonna run over the Lions. I think the Lions are pretty legit. But anyways, don't sleep on Cincinnati Bengals. So we got Jamar Chase.
Oh, we got a stack. We got a
QB, wide receiver duo. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's I love that stack.
Was it 2 touchdowns, almost 200 yards last week? So yeah, they're going up against was it Carolina?
No.
Giants.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Giants.
yeah, that's a good pick. My extra juicy dog at the wide receiver position for week 6. I also got a stack. Scary Terry McLaurin.
Oh, first call.
At the Ravens, he's currently wide receiver 24, so let's not sleep on that. After week 1, he's had at least 4 receptions every game, 8 targets per game in those 4. So he's number 1 receiver for Jaden Daniels. We all knew that. Ain't no surprise. We all knew that. He's on the same page as Daniels right now. Last 3 games have been his best. He's only going up. Washington, I already said, they're a touchdown underdog on the road. They're going to have to throw to keep up here. 51.5 point over-under is the second highest on the week. Baltimore Ravens, I drafted the defense early, but just like against quarterbacks, they're not very good against wide receivers. They are 30th in fantasy against the wide receiver position. They've allowed 9 receiving touchdowns this season. That is tied for 6th most in the NFL. Gonna allow a 10th to Scary Terry McLaurin. He's going to sneak in behind the defense for a deep ball. Scary Terry's getting in that end zone. Max, what do you think about Scary Terry? Give us your tight end.
Hey, Scary Terry's starting to heat up. He was queefing at the beginning of the season, but I mean, hey, it's not a bad pick right now. It's not a bad pick, especially with your team right now, Cole Breezy. I know you're starting to shake. I know you're starting to shake.
Streak. Injuries.
It's early. But moving on to the tight end. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have this guy in your starting lineup, I have no idea what you're doing, especially with how crappy the tight end position has been. Okay, we were talking about you gotta pick up scraps. You gotta pick up scraps sometimes and throw in like Cade Otton, Cole Kmet, because Mark Andrews is queefing. Sam Laporta ain't doing what you thought he'd be doing. But I'll tell you right now, I got a beauty. I got a gem in Tucker Kraft from Green Bay taking on Arizona. Arizona's ranked 17th against tight ends. But check this out, boys. This is where he started like lighting up, okay, the past 2 games. 6 of 9 targets with 53 yards and a touchdown. That's 14.3 fantasy points. Last week, 4 or 5 targets for 88 yards and 2 tutties, boys. 2 tutties, including one that was, I believe, 64 yards. I believe it was a 64-yarder. Boys, like I said, if you don't have him in your lineup, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, because this guy is he's top 3 in our league right now. Top 3. Yep. I'm starting him every freaking week. Hell yeah. And one more thing, Cole Breezy, because I know you're going to love this. My buddy, Mr. Tutty. He's getting back into the tight end. So the Green Bay Packers are starting to heat up because Jordan Love is back. Jordan loves Tucker Kraft, and he loves Jaden Reed, who's also in my flex. I can't wait. Can't wait for this Sunday.
It is tough to guarantee a tutty from the tight end position. I like the move there, Max. Definitely Tucker Kraft was a waiver wire scoop a couple weeks ago for us, so I hope you listened in and went and got him. Definitely think he's tight end 3 right now. Jordan Love's back, like you said. Definitely is a top option. One of the top options for Jordan Love. Trippel, anything on Tucker Kraft? Give us your tight end quickly.
Yeah, fuck the Packers.
I agree, but damn it, they know football.
You got 2 Packers.
Trippel, they know football.
You got another Packer on his team, too. Big Packer fan over here.
I got Josh Jacobs, too.
And Jaden Reed. I
already said Jaden Reed. I'm starting him in my flex, damn it.
3 of them. 3 Packers.
Jeez.
What the hell?
Jeez. I'll wear a damn cheese head next time, why don't I? Huh? Yeah.
You should be wearing a Packers jersey at the moment.
You bring the crackers, I'll bring the cheese.
All right. We got George Kittle.
Ooh.
That dude has been averaging 10 points a game, which is rare for a tight end. But he did queef for 1 week. I don't know where the hell he went, but he had 0.
Yep.
I'll give him a break.
I hope you give him a break because he was hurt.
He was hurt. He was hurt that week. Yeah.
He didn't play.
It was no goose. False alarm, everybody. False alarm.
I noticed you too nervous to guarantee a touchdown. Now, you going to say George Kittle gets in the end zone this evening?
Nah.
Yeah. I love it.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase gonna get in?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Okay, going back to Jamar.
Maybe twice.
No, double.
Oh, okay. Well,
Put that on FanDuel.
Shout out FanDuel. Not a sponsor yet. but yeah, good pick there. Going up against the Seahawks here. 8 minutes ago they kicked off, but
nice.
Definitely a good pick there. My tight end, my extra juicy dog at the tight end position for week 6. going to be Arizona Cardinal T. McBee, Trey McBride at
T.
Green
McBee.
Bay. T. McBee.
Sounds like you get something at Mickey D's, McDonald's.
A
Get the T.
bit-
I'll take the T. McBee.
T. McBee, you know, he missed that game with the concussion, but he's tight end 6 in points per game. He has had at least 6 targets in each game this season. He's the number 2 option for Kyler Murray. Yeah, you got Michael Wilson running around out there, but T. McBee, he's the number 2 option behind Maserati Marv.
Yep.
Arizona, they're 5.5-point road underdogs in Green Bay. I think this one's going to be a good one. Going to have to be throwing to keep up. 47.5-point over under is the 5th highest on the week. And Green Bay, the Packers, 25th against the tight end position. You can fire up Trey McBride this week.
Yeah.
He's got no touchdowns on the season besides the fumble he fell on in the end zone. So the fact that he's tight end 6 points per game, that's solid. That's solid. Not a lot of tutties going around tight ends, but solid. Anything on T. McBee, Max?
Other than the fact that I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I don't go to McDonald's very often, but I'm just gonna check that out. I'll check it out on the menu. Yeah. Does that come with fries? Does that come with fries, Cole Breezy?
Extra large fries with a Coke. Last time you were at the Golden Arches, Trippel. The Golden Arches, Mickey D's. Last time.
Yes.
Cheers. Good answer. Good answer.
You better go ask your toilet, Cole Breezy.